There are many sacred places in Japan. Miyajima near Hiroshima in western Japan is one of them. Even if you don't know this island by name, you probably know its world-famous floating Torii Gate. I recently revisited the island after 12 plus years. I noticed many things have changed. Come along and I will show you what I found. Getting to the island, I took the direct Stella water taxi style boat from the A-bomb dome in Hiroshima. The trip only takes 45 minutes or nearly half the time if going by train plus ferry. You can also pre-book tickets on their website, but it is not mandatory. This daily service started in July 2017, a few years after my first visit. This is not a new service, but it is new to me. They are also dubbed the Hiroshima World Heritage River Cruise, so naturally the route covers numerous World Heritage Sites, such as the A-bomb dome, as well as many local landmarks like this oyster processing plant. Hiroshima is famous for its succulent oysters, and many oyster farms are visible just off the coast. Despite the not so ideal weather, the ride was pretty smooth and I arrived at Miyajima in 45 minutes. Our island stroll begins after landing on the water taxi pier, which is next door to the main ferry pier. This location is virtually unchanged after so many years. Strolling through the main attractions is quite straightforward. Just walk past this pillar or follow the deers. My first impression is that there are slightly fewer deers around than I can remember. Yet, more are used for photo ops like this by commercial photographers. In general, this area before the floating Torii Gate has the highest concentration of curious deers and visitors. Often you see a family of deers gathered here. The floating Torii Gate is the symbol of Miyajima. There have been numerous versions since 1168 and earlier, but the current reincarnation was first built in 1875. It looks magnificent at high tide. You can get close and pass underneath this 15-meter high structure at low tide, like when I did during my first visit. For 300 yen, you can also visit the Itsukushima Shrine. Together with the floating Torii Gate, this complex was listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1996 for its cultural and historical significance. The shrine is very well maintained, so it felt dry and comfortable inside even under such rainy weather. Listening to and watching the rain in itself is quite therapeutic. For an extra 100 yen, visitors can also tell their fortune by drawing a fortune stake, or omikuji. You simply pay and clean your hands before picking up and shaking a fortune stake bucket. You then pick up a corresponding message after a number stake comes up. The message tells your fortunes for the year. Generally speaking, take omikuji home so excellent luck or general luck will remain with you. Only tie bad messages to the railing to avoid bad luck. The next stop is the Pagoda on the nearby hill, but it must wait because it is lunchtime. The main shopping street remains largely the same, with a few big name chain stores like this Rilakkuma store. Oh yeah, I wonder what happened to the Dr. Fish. I also know this big rice scoop has been moved from the shopping street to the Eto Miyajima Community Center. These days, there are several new upscale restaurants like this oyster place. Don't let the look fool you. A la carte oysters with a drink and a set lunch wouldn't break your bank. I paid just over 4,000 yen for the whole meal. Despite the narrow roads, there are still cars on the island and this tunnel is one of the busiest places if you can believe it. The way uphill to the pagoda is not as difficult as you think. and the whole way is paved or has steps. This place looks bare and grey on the day of my visit, but this area is actually a prime cherry blossom location. It is all pink and beautiful if you get here in the right season. Adjacent to the pagoda is Senjokaku, originally built in the 1580s to chant Buddhist suttras for fallen soldiers. Interestingly, the building was never fully completed to this day. You can easily pass underneath the hall to the other side for a different view of the island. The pagoda, on the other hand, was originally built in 1407, predating Senjokaku. The view of the mountainside looks breathtaking, especially on a foggy, rainy day. Heading back down to the town, visitors can easily find food stores nearby. Hungry deers wouldn't miss any opportunity to beg for food. It is wise not to feed them oily human food though. Before we head back to Hiroshima, how about some coffee? Or a giant affogato to be exact. This place is conveniently located between the hillside and the pier. Miyajima is a perfect day trip destination from Hiroshima. You can enjoy the natural scenery and visit its world-famous landmarks in as little as 3 to 4 hours. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe. I will see you next time.